I've just been discharged from hospital. Isn't that bizarre? I came home from Xenos and I made a video, and that video never got published because I had to go to hospital. Basically what happened was, around 6 o'clock, half an hour after leaving Xenos, I came across these sort of pains. That I've had these pains before. I don't know whether you know, but for a year before cancer, I had humongous, extreme, sharp pains in my stomach. And I got these yesterday evening, and then suddenly, you know, they got extreme levels, and they just suddenly just went whew, and suddenly I was overthrown with all this horrible pain, and it was awful. And I had these like really extreme sharp pains, and I went in the bath because hot water destroys these pains, but it didn't seem to work. It wasn't going, and I was sick about 7 times. And then we decided finally that we would go to the hospital. So we arrive at A&E and we check in, and by this time I'm thinking, oh my god, the pains are so tough, and I'm sort of really in pain and I don't want to go on. You know, suicide is the best option. But of course I'm crazy when I've got these pains. I'm absolutely crazy because I can't see the world. And you know, I was just sort of running around crying, well, not crying, but you know, just all over the place, sort of off my head really, just not knowing what the hell's going on. And as soon as we checked in, everyone went towards the other door, but I headed out the exit because I had to be sick. And this was a really funny moment because I ran out, was sick on the floor, and then I said sorry to this woman. No, not sorry sarcastically. I said sorry, because I was sick about a couple of centimetres away from this woman. Then I went back in again and went out again because I was sick again, and I was sick in another corner now. So I was sick in 2 corners outside. And then I went in, and we all went into the waiting room of A&E. Well, by this time my pains were so extreme. They were like, oh bloody hell, really quite extreme. I mean, I couldn't sit down, I couldn't be still because these pains were really extreme. And finally we get into this little cabin where the doctor is, and she examines me, and I'm sick again. So that's about the 10th time of being sick that evening. And then we go up. Then we have to wait outside again for a doctor to take me to well, sort of what are they called, stewards? And of course stewards, that's in a hotel. They take you into a what are they called? Porters. Yeah, a porter took me to the place we go, level 6 of the hospital. And when we arrived on level 6, they put me down on this bed, which I was really happy to get to because I wanted to lie down. I was so tired. And I lay down, and they said that, well, the first thing comes along. What do you think it is? What's the first nightmare? Cannula. They put a cannula in my arm, which I think is horrible, and it's not there anymore, of course, it's gone. But, you know, that was the first thing that was like, oh my god, please tell me you're joking. So the cannula was the first thing. Cannula, I hope that's the correct term, where they put it in your arm. Could be a catheter. I don't think it is. Cannula. They put one of them in my arm. Then they were talking about this other thing they're going to put in my nose, which I've had one of them before as well. It sort of goes into your nose to get all the sick and all horrible stuff out of your stomach. And all this time, extreme pain. You know, all I could feel was pain. And it wasn't nice. And, you know, this pain, you know, it makes you feel sick. It makes you feel absolute shit. It does make you feel shit. It makes you feel the absolutely disgusting thing in the world. You know, and you're just suffering in this pain. And I've always said this, childbirth is not the most biggest pain in the world. The biggest pain in the world is the pain I have. Childbirth doesn't even compete with that, because childbirth, I've never done it, of course, but you've never had my pain either. But my pain, I think, is that tinsy bit more painful than childbirth. I think that's incorrect. It's probably about 50% more painful than childbirth. So just imagine that. That's how painful it is. I'm not exaggerating. That is how it is. It's like this real sharp pain, and it sort of feels like someone is actually putting a drill into your stomach and churning it up. That's what it feels like. And most of the time, it's not really the pain that gets on your nerves. It's the insanity levels. You know, you click, you like, what's the word? You sort of like break down. That's it. You break down, and you're like, I can't take this anymore. This pain is so painful. And then we had the answer: morphine. And the problem was, they took so long to get the morphine to me, and that was the most longest part of the thing. And you were thinking, oh come on, get that morphine to me, I'm in so much pain. And we're going to fast forward now because there's so much to talk about. So then after the morphine was given, I'm transferred to level 8 into an actual room. And then this is where it all begins, you see. And all the things come flooding back. All the nightmares of hospitals that I had to deal with in 2007 came back. All of them did. Nearly all of them did. All of the horrible things, all the things I don't like about hospitals came back. The cannula, the nose thing, which actually never put on, eventually, never put it on. And there was an idea of the catheter. That was to be put on, but that was never put on either. There was the idea of, well, there was a heart echo. I don't like heart echoes, so, you know, that was another thing. What other things were there? Basically, anything you don't like about hospital was discussed. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I can't think what the name is of it. It's a little sachet of drug. I hate that as well. Movicol. Movicol, yeah. I don't like Movicol. So that's another thing that came back. But let's go back to the beginning then. And we came into this room. This was my home now for the next half a day or so. And I can't really remember much about it, really. Basically, we just sort of went to sleep. And I kept saying, I want more drugs. Not particularly any sort of drug, just morphine. I'm not addicted to it, but I wanted some because I was in pain. And then all I remember then is just sleeping. And you know, I slept for England. I was so tired, and I went to sleep. And the next thing I remember was this man coming towards me and saying, "We're going to give you a heart echo." And immediate reaction was, "Oh no!" But I do like his heart echo was much better than the others. Oh, someone stuck a little thing up my nose. Horrible that was. They stuck a little thing up my nose and it's really itchy now. Heart echo, we had one of them, and then I went back to sleep again. The annoying thing was that I kept waking up. I kept being woken up for tests and things, and I didn't want to be woken up because I was so tired. You see, look at my eyes now; they're very tired. And by this time, it was fairly clear that we're going to be staying the night there and missing Xenos, because it's now 4:44, and I would have just about finished Xenos now. So I've missed a whole day of Xenos, which is very bad because I won't have a clue what's going to happen tomorrow. Very bad situation. Then I had breakfast, which by the way, the reason I had these pains was because there was thousands and thousands of bits of stool in the stomach, you see, and it wasn't moving, which also very interestingly leads me on to another point, you see. Now, why was I urinating so frequently for the last 2 or 3 or 5 weeks? It was because the poo was crushing the bladder in a way and sort of making me go more frequently, you see, and that's why that was. And I'm sorry, I'm a bit funny now, I'm tired considerably, but I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep now. I've been sleeping all day. And I reek of bed. I'm not going to lie to you, I was very excited to go back to hospital. After I'd been cured of this sort of pain, I was very happy to be back because, well, not happy, I wasn't over the moon, but it was nice to be back and sort of spend a night in a hospital, and be waited on. You know, people, they just like do all these tests, and you know, it's really, and the beds are very comfy. The beds are very comfortable in the annex. And then I was given this sort of liquid up my body, my bottom, and she said, "Don't go to the toilet." And so I went to the toilet. But she said to me, if you can't hold on, just go. And I had to unplug my. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I was connected to a little computer that was feeding me little bits of drink, fluids, And And then so I went to the toilet and I was fine. I felt better again, and I was revitalised. And then there came of the issue of food, and I didn't really fancy the toast, but I had it in the end, and I ate that fairly well. I had to leave 2 pieces of toast because I couldn't get them down. There's so much to tell you. And then while I was having breakfast, who should turn up but my old home tutor that I had for a home tutor for so many years. And, well, not years, months really, because I didn't spend much time with it. You know. My home tutor pops up, and I'm like, I know you. She said, hi Grant, and immediately I thought she was a doctor, but then my eyes sort of adjusted to this image, and I said, she's my home tutor, but what's her name? And I couldn't for the life of me remember what her name was, and it was Suzanne. And we had a nice long chat. I said, I'm on a computer course now, and I'm actually an internet blogger. Yeah, I always help you with that. I'm an internet blogger. And yeah, we got, and then other people from the past popped up. There was this nurse I remembered called, well, she had a name, can't remember. And the person who did my surgery popped up, Dr. Someone. Hallows. She popped up, the person who actually did all the operations and got out the tumour. That person. Then, but after that happened, they gave orders for lunch, and basically we just sat there really, just bored. And then, who should turn up again but Morris? And that was really nice, actually. I didn't think he'd come. He'd pop in, but he did pop in, and that was really nice, actually, because he'd been with me through the whole action the night before, so the whole commotion last night, and he came back again, and I really liked that. But it was really sad when he left, actually, because you know I was quite upset when he left because I didn't want him to go because you know we were having fun. Then we just sort of having a nice chat and things, and then I had to leave. He had to leave, sorry. And then we have lunch, which lunch is, Morris comes around about lunchtime, and we have this lunch which is quite nice, and I have another number 2, and then I mean there's probably humongous gaps that I've forgotten to tell you. And then basically we just wait until the end of the day, which is about 3 o'clock now, and we have the cannula took it out, and then we go home. So that's basically everything that happened. But it was a very horrible night. It was, you know, I've cut out most of it, but there were parts of the day when I really wanted to scream with agony, you know, and it was, and I've got to take Movicol now, which is, they changed the Movicol to a more tasty substance, but not really tasty. Drugs aren't tasty. And then, what else? Oh yeah, no. What was it? I can't remember. Well, there we go. There's a nice story for you, but has its down points, of course, you know. Mr. Dev Xenos, so quite bad. And it was nice because I saw and had things that I hadn't had before. I mean, there were the little things, like she came round and she was writing down all the things that I was eating. That's a memory. And for the whole sort of day and a half, I was sort of thinking, all this is coming back to me, and I remember this was how it was. I can smell the smell of the hospital. And I had my cannula on this arm, and I had this weird sensation of feeling the Hickman line, which I had when I was having cancer. I felt it there again. It's quite strange. So there we go. That's why I haven't been on YouTube for 2 days. But I have said that I'm not doing blogs very often now. But there we go. I just want to tell you that. I'm all well now, hopefully. And I shall probably, I will definitely go back to Xenos tomorrow and explain to them why I wasn't there today. Someone nicked my seat though. I hope Ashley's feeling better now though. Whether he is, he may be at work today or not. Don't know. Well, it's 4:51 and I'm home, so that's good. I may go to bed now, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, that's another... Oh,